Hey, my name's Claire. I'm a full-time nomad and I messed up big time yesterday and I'm gonna talk about it here. I think that to some degree my ADHD has helped me, has been advantageous in as somebody who craves novelty, has to go on adventures, doesn't have the best planning, maybe goes forth with some adventures that aren't the most planned and result in some drama that wouldn't have resulted if I'd planned better. And to some degree, I think that has helped me in my YouTube. I think some of the strongest points as a YouTube creator so far were like when my van broke down and all that drama. It seems like whenever there's like drama, my views seem to go up, and I think that a lot of that drama probably has a lot to do with my ADHD and maybe not planning so well. So I think that to some degree that can be an advantage and it can ameliorate for some of the really strong pitfalls of having the disorder. But what you saw, what I went through yesterday that was definitely the pitfalls of ADHD. That was a big part of it, and that's an area where it hurts. It hurts me because I don't have that. I'm not able to see. I'm not able to, what is that word? Like think ahead. And I was over on TikTok just going off. Like I don't know what got into me. I was just really. I think what happened was I spent a lot of time on that video. That last one in Michigan, I spent a lot of time editing that video, and it resulted in one person unsubscribing. And like, when I'm not getting really any subs, very many subs anyway, and then I put all my effort into this thing and then unsubscribed. And this could be totally normal, okay? So I know people are probably gonna say in the comments, okay, well, but this is normal. It takes a long time. Okay, like, to a neurotypical brain, like they can like process that more. But like I have really bad ADHD, and I have not been getting enough sleep just because of certain circumstances, and my brain, it was not all there. I feel like yesterday ADHD, I mean, I'm not trying to just blame it all on ADHD, but I have really bad ADHD. The doctor said that it's one of the worst he's seen. It started when I went to kindergarten, it seems like, and it was just downhill from there. So I digress. It was a lot different. I didn't think that people would really comment on my videos until I had like a lot of subscribers, until I was like monetized for some reason. And I think it's just because like whenever I would watch channels, the ones that would show up in the feed would be larger channels, and those are the ones where the comments I would see, those are the ones where I would comment. And I think it surprised me of the number of people who did and who do comment. I was really surprised by that, and I think I've been a little bit unprepared for that. I mean 95% of the people on here, like I don't want to cry, but like I'm really serious. Like, I mean, just pure inspiration. I mean, just picking me up. I mean, so helpful. And there are some comments that are not as helpful, and I really wasn't quite prepared for that, because I thought either I will fail, and if I fail, then there won't be any negative comments because no one will be watching my channel. And if I do so well and I have comments, which I'm going to say now, okay, I'm doing well, because in my mind, if I didn't have any comments and I wasn't doing well, so great, I'm doing well, I have comments. But I think in my mind I thought, well, I'll be doing so well that I'll be immune to whatever anybody says. I'll be doing so well that like my confidence will be at a certain level where it doesn't matter. No, it's not like that. And I am very sensitive, and somebody like wrote in the comments the other day, they just said, I think it was about the hotel situation, they said like, just stop doing that, stop listening to insensitive, toxic people or something. But I just like, it's just not this like on off button, like just stop doing that. And it just like yeah, and I don't think that I don't think that I really prepared. I don't think I was really prepared to, I've been unprepared okay, look, it's my fault, okay? So I can just see people writing like, okay, well, why didn't you think about that? Well, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't, busted, my bad. And it's hard because I promise I'm not like sad fishing, I promise, but I have to just be real here. I can't, there's no point if I'm not just gonna put myself out there, then what's the point? And I was bullied very badly in school, and so sometimes I think I have some kind of trauma reactions, and I don't know why I didn't think that some of this would carry over to YouTube. I think that in my mind I thought, like I said, if people are commenting on my channel, then I must have made it on YouTube and I won't have to worry about it. And I think that's what I was thinking. I didn't consciously know I was thinking that, but now looking back like on yesterday and what happened, and I freaked out, and I think that is what was going on. But these are things that I needed to prepare for. I thought it was just about you know, filming the video and then learning how to edit. And once I learned, and I have not learned like all the all the details of editing. There's a lot I still have to figure out, but for the most part, like, I know how to cut stuff out, I know how to put music in, I know how to, like, you know, do like little animations. But there is a whole, like, besides just, there's a whole nother element, and it's that emotional element. And that has been catching me blindsided. Like, it has kind of flared up before, but it's like, but when I wasn't really trying on my videos, I didn't take it personally. Like, if you look at some of my first videos that I made, they're not edited, they're like nothing. And so it's like, if nobody watched them, it was almost like, it was so easy to not take it personally because I didn't invest a lot of time or my heart into it. But when you put like your heart into something and like somebody unsubscribes and you were up like half the night finishing editing this video, and it's like your life, it's you, and that's fine. Like, the point here is not about the person unsubscribing. Like, they are free to unsubscribe, that's fine. Like, I've unsubscribed from channels, that's not the point. The point is that it sent me into the deep end. Like, I really, like, I almost like lost myself. Like, I almost lost it. But this all does bring me to the point of, I just can't, I have to be realistic about what I can do. And as much as I love to like edit, I really love to like, you know, go through and like find the right music and just get that perfect shot and do all that stuff. The vlogs are a lot of work, and they're a lot of work. Just going through and finding the right clip on my phone with just like myriad pictures, that can just be exhausting. And I'm just seeing now that like editing, it's a bit more of a luxury than I have right now. I really don't have like the luxury. I mean, if I do eventually become monetized, then that's a luxury I could possibly afford, because instead of, you know, doing extra surveys or instead of doing some extra DoorDash runs, I could be editing. But at this point, I think the editing, it's not a luxury that I have. Like, right now what I'm doing is, because I'm using time, but it's also benefiting me, because like I'm talking, you know, I'm talking it out. It's helpful for me to talk, like, and connect. Usually I get more, I feel like I get better comments even on these kind of videos where I'm talking. So this is, after I finish filming this video and put it up, if 5 people unsubscribe, or if no one subscribes, I will not have really lost anything, because what I will do once I turn this off, I will go through and I will edit it, and it will take time. It may take a couple hours, but it won't take 15. And I won't have that much to lose, and I will have benefited and not be feeling empty because I did something that was constructive for myself. I mean, the vlogs, they're fun, but they don't really help me. It's like, the vlogs are very risky. Even though, yes, I was going there anyway. Yes, I would be going on a hike anyway. Would that hike have been more enjoyable had I not been filming? Yeah, it would have been. Would it have been less stressful if I hadn't been trying to film, you know, that whole thing on the beach with Parker? And yeah, it would have been more peaceful if I hadn't filmed. So when I made that video, yes, I got some watch time, but in the end of the day, I probably had a worse time filming it because I was working on that beach, and when I was hiking, I spent hours and hours editing it, which I really couldn't afford to do. I mean, unless I'm not there yet. I mean, it's the same kind of idea where when you start something new like YouTube or some hobby, you usually don't just go out and buy the most expensive camera or the most expensive ice skates on the market when you just start ice skating, because that's not really a luxury that you have yet. And I feel like even though it's not a tangible thing, I feel like the editing that I was doing and the type of vlog, it's a luxury that it's too expensive for me. Even though it's not a tangible thing, it is an intangible cost. Because all that time when I was editing, I could have been doing extra DoorDashes. It was prime time for doing surveys. And although it was fun to edit, I loved it, I enjoyed it, it's a good hobby. I obviously don't love it enough for if somebody unsubscribes to say, oh great, like I had so much fun editing that I don't care. I'm not saying it was a total wash. I'm glad people enjoyed the video, but I could share the scenery. I had fun doing it. I learned while editing it, so it's not like a total wash, but for it to send me to the reaction when somebody unsubscribed. But with this that I'm doing now where I'm talking, this is just not as risky. It's not as risky. It's not costing me really anything, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the talking. So I think that for the short-term future, it's just not going to be those vlogs. It was that I came to my new job, and my job hasn't started yet, but I was trying to edit it just as I got here, and when I really needed to be doing things like laundry and doing some more just preps for getting ready for my job. And I needed to be focusing more on that than editing, yet I had to edit because I had to get the stuff off of my phone because I needed to delete it because my phone fills up. So I think that if I had just been out in nature, kind of like I was like a few weeks ago, and not trying to do all these other things while editing, it might have been a different situation. But I think this just sort of further confirms that you're not going to be seeing those vlogs for a while, because it's just not compatible with just day-to-day living for me. I think maybe I was almost doing a little bit too much YouTube there for a while when I was in between my jobs. I think it almost became a bit too much, and I really don't think I could ever become a full-time YouTuber because I think I would need a break, because I just like to have a life that complements itself. Like, I like to just get sick of YouTube and then go do another job, and then go do DoorDash for a while, or go do work in a warehouse and then get sick of that and then do that. And it's just, I do like to have kind of a life that like complements itself. So I really hope that I didn't offend anybody, and I can just picture people saying like, oh, you didn't offend any, just do yours, I think, because you guys have been, I've been really lucky because I just have some great people. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna get emotional. Like, I've had some like really great people on here. And I think of the comments, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you to those who like took the time to comment and encourage me to keep YouTubing. I can't tell you how much that meant to me. I think some other really good advice was I think somebody said to treat it more like a hobby and not a job. And I think that that's really spot on, because the truth is it's not a job. For some people it is a job, but for me it's not a job. And I think that's very accurate. It's not a job for me. So it's not a job. And I think he said, to like have some like a Parker day out or something. And I just love that idea, and just sort of take it more lightly. And in order for me to do that, sorry to keep coming back to this, but in order for me to do that, it's just not going to be highly edited videos. It's just not with what I'm trying to hold like a W-2 job, and it's just not going to be. So I think that, yeah, so I just want to be upfront with that. If you just love the travel vlogs, I'm sorry. It's probably going to be a break. It's going to be a break from that, even though I love doing that. It's probably like some of my favorite stuff to do. There's going to be a break from that. And another person suggested Rumble. And I was pretty fired up last night, and I think I wrote in the comments, oh, I'm definitely like, oh, and I did set up a Rumble account, but I was like, I'm definitely going to Rumble. Like, I'm quitting YouTube. Like, oh, you better believe it. Like, and I'll be back with the link. And I was very sincere in saying that. But now that I've cooled down a little bit, I think that Rumble is probably, well, it's definitely an up and coming like platform. It's probably not the best for me right now. I think a lot of people do Rumble who end up getting like censored or something, and the point with that is that they usually already have a following. I think it's harder to like get discovered over there, and there's just some other kind of issues about like giving up rights to your videos. And I like to repurpose some of my clips for TikTok and Instagram and Facebook Reels, and I wouldn't be able to do that, so I kind of feel like I'd be putting all of my eggs, so to speak, in one basket. And then I hear that when you transfer videos from YouTube over there, I've just watched some experiments online. So, well, I love that suggestion, and I definitely can see a lot of people, you know, becoming frustrated with YouTube and moving over there. I think I'm going to focus on YouTube. Sometimes, you know, you guys saw my video the other week where I was like ranting about DoorDash, and I mean, I was pretty upset. Well, you know what? I've had a great week on DoorDash. I mean, I've been making, you know, close to $100 every day, just having fun. I mean, not working 8 hours, like, no way. Just enjoying small town DoorDash life, and, you know, getting $2 tips. Okay, whatever. They're not, like, that's fine. Like, I'm still making money. Like, I have a little hatchback, and I really enjoy DoorDash. It's something I enjoy doing. I'm making money. Like, you know, even if I'm not making as much money as some other people, I'm still making money, and, you know, and so things can turn around. And I have to remember that, like, we are kind of in a recession right now, and other people are seeing, you know, I see a lot of videos lately about losing views, losing subscribers. It's also summer. This is my first summer kind of doing YouTube. So I know when I did eBay, I know my sales would go way down in the summer. Maybe it's something similar with YouTube. People are outside more, and so I took this stuff really personally and really hard, and that's something that I'm really gonna have to work on. This whole emotional side. I just thought it was about, you know, filming videos. I thought editing was gonna be the hardest part. And while I did struggle a lot with editing at the beginning, and I still have some major frustrations, no, the hard part is the emotional side of it. So I just wanted to share my heart with you guys, and just not to make excuses, but to just, I do have, like I said, the ADHD, it's a real double-edged sword. Some of the things that make me strong, you know, can make me strong in YouTube, are also my weaknesses. And I'm gonna need to really be careful with that. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of just make these, like, they're not gonna be highly edited, but it's just, they're a lot safer for me to do. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. So I'm gonna have some exciting things coming up. I'm at my job, and I'm really determined to get through some goals. I want to stick with this job. You guys can keep me accountable. I really want to stay here for 3 months. Okay, that's the goal. 3 months. I mean, you know, I get these like crazy things where I'm like, oh, I want to go to Colorado, and okay, no, we're not. You know, I need to focus on it. Like 3 months. Okay, 3 months. Okay, I have to do this for 3 months. And I mean, I'm really, you know, I'm really challenging myself to do this for 3 months. I'm challenging myself to build out my car. I want to get the seats out, because this whole last stint, it was too much. It was just with the heat. It was fun for a while, but I just need to build it out. I want to get a fridge in there. Food was going bad. It was a mess. And so I want to get a fridge in there, and eventually, and do some stuff. I started like working out more. I got a mat, got some free weights. I really just want to kind of firm up, and I'm going to be taking, I'm going to do like a whole tour. Okay, I have a really nice studio, and it's like much better than my other one. So I'm going to do a tour of that, so stay tuned for that. And I'm going to have some changes coming up, and I know it's not perfect, but you know, I want to try and really live my best life. And it's probably not going to be staying up till 4 in the morning editing a video of the beach. It's probably going to be, hey, we're not doing that. We're going to get up early, and we're going to exercise, and we're going to eat well, and we're going to try and hold down this job for 3 months. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being there, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.